Welcome to Full Throttle Chronicles. Today, guys, I have a very special guest. You guys have heard me talk about him in every single video I've done on here. Basically.
Close.
Nader Sweet Potato. I'm going to call him Nathan.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that better?
It was. I was really expecting you not to do that, and I would have to pull out what your real name is and say it the whole time.
It's Nicholas.
Yeah, you should reclaim that.
My mom, that's my mom yell at me name.
No, that's Nick.
Nicholas, what are you doing?
I'm like, Nate did it.
Yeah, I don't know how that turned out. How, back then it was roles reversed.
Yeah.
Like, in theory, you should have had my life.
Oh, yeah. No, dude. Yeah, literally. Just, it's funny. Yeah, I want to welcome Nate on. It's my boy. I've known Nate since preschool.
It's been some time, that's for sure.
We grew up in Roanoke, Indiana together. Shout out to all the Roanokeans that we know. Might watch this or hear this or listen to this. Whatever form of pleasurable entertainment you would like.
Good choice of words.
That was pretty in-depth there. But, so, Nate.
Yeah.
Tell my people about you, buddy.
Well, like Nick said, grew up in good old Roanoke. I mean, really somewhere else, but I don't like to claim that place, so we'll say Roanoke.
You were close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Came friends. I mean, it's a weird thing in the world where you just look at somebody like, yeah, he's going to be my best friend for what, 30, 35, 30, 36 years
We're
now?
old, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, met him, fucking ended up getting me to join the Marine Corps. He's told that story. My mom was pissed. She was pissed.
She wasn't happy.
She was not happy to see that government license plate in the driveway. But yeah, I saw that and I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, if Nick can do it, I can do it. I mean, I was a little fatter than he was, but
yeah, your little Jew curl going.
Yeah, I did. It's straightened out now. But yeah, got me to do that, and it's a weird thing that in most aspects of our life, it's been like one after the other.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's worked out.
I have no complaints.
Now look at us.
Yeah, look at us.
We're sitting in a basement on a what is today? I don't even know what the day is.
Fucking Tuesday.
Tuesday, recording a podcast.
Yeah.
So what he's talking about, us both kind of falling under the same thing. It's pretty much military, Marine Corps. We're both corrections officers in jails. We both ran crane for my father-in-law. We both sold Harleys. You bought a yellow house.
Yellow house.
We have a yellow house. What else was there?
Crazy ex-wives.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, we touch points on a lot of things. Just want to get life out of the way before our 40s so we can enjoy the golden years.
Yeah. I mean, shit. It kind of is like the golden years. I feel like I'm 70.
I get that some days.
But I am getting loosened up from the old chiropractor. I finally got in yesterday.
Yeah.
Look at that. I can move my knee.
I don't even hear a pop.
There's no clicks anymore. He grabbed a hold of that thing and yanked on it, and it felt so good. Literally, dude. Like, the VA denied me all physical therapy. They're like, no, you're good. So, like...
Shocker.
Yeah. Obviously, limping on it and babying it for months, it screws up the rest of your body. But yeah, I went in there, and he's like, walk from here to that door and back. And I was like...
I did this at MEPS. I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah. Squat like a duck.
Duck waddle for me. Weird.
And it's always an old, creepy guy.
Yeah, I to this day, I tell everybody Santa Claus checked my butthole. Cause
yeah.
White, gold dude, gray beard and everything. He's like, go ahead and spread them. I'm like... I guess this is worth it.
It's probably the same guy. You know how many buttholes that guy's seen?
I'm sure he thoroughly enjoys his job if he's been there that long.
Hey, you never know. That's... God. Remember the one that was like walk like a duck in a room with a bunch of dudes in their underwear?
There's like 30 of you in a room. Tight.
We had a lady. And that was awkward. Or it was like one of her biggest fantasies.
Might have paid somebody off to get in that room.
It's so funny stuff you have to do to get into the military, though.
Yeah. I didn't know that was coming.
No.
They don't really tell you much. Like,
no.
Just go in here. They'll tell you what to do.
Well, a recruiter's a salesman.
He's a damn good salesman.
Yeah.
Better than I could probably ever be.
It's that DVD that they play, and they make you feel all warm and cozy and gooey, like, Oh wow, I want to do that.
It was that Seether song. They play it on every
Yeah.
moto video.
Yeah, what song is that? Dude, I've been trying to figure that out for years.
I have it. I'll look it up afterwards.
you?
I have it in my phone because I finally found it. I'm like, I'm never losing this again.
Like when you went out to the range and we're firing, like, and they bring you in that building and watch people get blown up
Yes.
and shit. Yeah,
With the tank, and it's like,
Yep.
it looks like when they first invaded Iraq or something.
yeah. First push in. Dude, I'm not kidding. Like, I think I talked to Sam about that the other day. Like, what song was that?
I'm 90% sure it's Seether. I'll look it up because I remember it was like a red, like flame covering album cover.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
yeah, it was
That'd be
on every
memories.
moto video.
Isn't that funny how there's littlest things can bring up a full set of memories?
Oh.
Like,
A lot.
oh, shit. That's good.
I'm glad that's in my ear.
How do these microphones sound? Hopefully they sound good.
I would assume so, but you know.
We needed it. Dude, my biggest complaint was people bitching about my audio sound like shit.
Well, the last video, I'd agree.
Well, yeah.
It didn't sound like shit. It just wasn't synced up.
It wasn't synced at all.
User error.
Yeah, that was a lot of editing error.
Yeah, well, you brought it on yourself.
I know. But, hey, I do want to bring up, since you're talking about editing, I'm throwing a plug out there. Have you ever heard of NordVPN?
Yeah, I have.
So, obviously, it keeps you safe and, like, you get on other countries' internet. I'm going to cut that, but, yeah, I got NordVPN now, so in the United States, CapCut, which is what I usually use to edit, it was banned.
Was it really?
When TikTok first got banned that one time, before Trump brought us back,
Brother.
hell yeah, America,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, they took CapCut away, so I was like, what the shit?
Why?
I don't know. So I ended up being an affiliate with them. So if anyone is thinking about getting protection for themselves, I'll have it down in the description below on the video, because it's actually, dude, it's not that expensive. And like right now, if someone was tracking my IP address, they think we're in Ireland.
Yeah.
That's what I have it set to right now.
Do you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And if anything like comes up, like they see your shit on the black market, they'll flag it and tell you.
I mean, do you really want to know if your stuff's being sold?
Dude, my shit's already been sold. There's motherfuckers on here that have literally copied everything from my page onto another page, but their name was Nick the Harley guy and not Nick Midaw. So literally Facebook said, oh, it's a fan page. But I got demonetized for like a week because I shared one of my old videos and my beard wasn't the same. So it got flagged from AI. Oh, no.
No. See, at least I told you.
But yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It only took like a year and a half.
When's the last time I saw you?
I don't know.
Was it the night we went out and then had to come home?
Is that the last time?
I think so. Because you haven't seen this, and the last time.
Yeah, I've seen it.
No, you haven't. I've shown you pictures.
I seen it in person.
No.
I swore.
No. We haven't seen each other since the night.
That was a bad night.
For you.
Buddy.
Well, it started out. It was a rough one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was since then.
No shit. Dude, it was warm out.
Yeah.
Why?
We were on the back porch.
This dickhead moves to Ohio.
The weed's legal there.
It's legal-ish in Indiana.
You got surrounding states. Just pick your county line.
Basically. So stupid. But yeah, so Nate and I talked about doing a podcast years ago. What was the name of it?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Inappropriate preachers.
Inappropriate Preachers.
Yeah,
if anyone uses that name for anything, I will find you. You heard it. Nope, it's ours. I could set another setup in there. We could do one in there. With this, we can do it through the phone. We could do it through the computer. Anything you want. Pretty cool.
We could.
Nate, he sells life or insurance, not life insurance.
Not life. I'm getting into that field after knowing the commission of that stuff. But yeah, just right now, just properties, cars, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, golf carts, anything with Allstate. So
Here,
for
Nate.
Ohio.
Anybody looking for insurance for their motorcycle, moped, or vehicle, call Nathan Quickery.
You know, if this never works out, I mean, you got a face for radio.
Not
so.
a face. Yeah. I get it. I'm a little slow today, guys. That was good. That's funny. But yeah, so got Nate to join the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
We didn't see each other for a long time. The first time we seen each other was when we were on the ship.
It would have been about 3 years.
Yeah. So,
Because you left in 08.
yep. August 08.
I saw you for a brief second when you got me to enlist.
Yeah.
But before that, or after that, it was been about 3 years before I saw you.
I was on a 31st MEU. I'm like in the middle of nowhere, ocean in Asia. Like
We were going to Thailand.
we're at that where we're heading.
We were heading to Thailand.
Middle of nowhere. I'm walking down one of the quarter decks, whatever you call it, and
Yeah.
I look up and I'm like, "Is that Nate?
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck? I haven't seen. That's Nate!" And I was so excited, and I had like a master gun with me, or who?
I think it was a gunny. 'Cause
A gunny?
he tore into me pretty hard. He's like,
Yeah.
"Are we back on the block now?" I'm like, "Fuck, what do I say?" Like, I don't know, man. Kind of.
For context, I was a corporal. He was a lance corporal. So in the Marine Corps, you can't just walk up and say, "Hey, Nick." Or-
Yeah.
We were excited.
You
So,
lose your first name for 5 years.
yeah.
Wherever, how long you're in, you don't hear your first name for a while.
Nope.
Yeah, but I said yours right in front of him, and he's like, "Motherfucker, are we back on the block?" I'm like, "I mean, kind of."
Yeah,
Nick, talk
yeah.
to your boy. Help me out
Yeah,
here.
I got you. We went into that office.
Yeah, it was dark with a red light on.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck? Where'd you pull me into?"
Well,
But yeah.
I set that up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Fuck,
That's where I take it all. I mean, I'm joking.
Is that where you took Broat? Because there was funny thing.
Oh,
I told
Broat.
you about that. There was 4 people that graduated from Huntington North on that boat. It was me, you. Broat was in the Navy.
I remember, bro.
I remember running into him. I was
Yeah.
like, "That's fucking weird." And then there's this guy named Hawkins. I think it's Andrew Hawkins. Charles Hawkins. He graduated in 04 from Huntington North.
He was there?
Yeah, he was my roommate for a little bit. And we were
Really?
sitting there playing like Grand Theft Auto together. He goes, "Hey man, where you from?" I'm like, "Indiana." He goes, "No shit." He goes, "I'm from Indiana." I'm like, "Where are you from?" He goes, "Huntington." I'm like, "You're from fucking Huntington?" It's like, no shit.
I went to school there.
I was like, "You would have been a senior when I was a freshman at Huntington North."
Yeah.
Or no, I went to Lures though. So
Yeah, you were one of
I
them.
would have. Yeah, wow. Not the smart enough to be there, so I came back to Huntington North. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the middle of the fucking ocean.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I got a picture. I'm going to post it if you're watching here on the
Oh,
tube. I'll put it right here between us.
That
Yep.
chiseled jawline. The action
it's
figure.
still there underneath all
Well,
the fat.
it's gone away compared to what that photo shows. Like that's what the Marine Corps probably should put on a poster. Just a chiseled ass jawline.
climbing the mountain,
Mount
chasing
motherfucker.
off dragons with my NCO sword.
Yeah.
Get
you
to
ever
the
buy
top.
one?
Huh?
Did you ever buy one? Did you ever
I
get the
got
NCO
given
sword?
one.
Did you?
But be honest with you, dude, I don't know where it is, and I hope the person that gave me it's not watching or listening or watching it. Yeah, it was one of the moves, many moves that I had taken.
Yeah. Yeah, shit comes up missing in those.
Yeah, it happens. You know that.
You should stop having me help you move. I'll stop taking shit.
Hey, man, shit. I come over next time. Hey, nice sword. Where'd you get that? Oh, I found it. Oh, I'll forget by then.
Around July. Isn't that when I moved? No.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm so glad we bought and we don't have to move.
Yeah.
But we keep talking about moving south. Tennessee.
How about you just start heading east a little bit?
Yeah. Ohio,
East
I
is not
can't.
bad. It's Ohio's the same as Indiana.
Yeah, I don't know
It's just
about
got
that.
a little better roads.
Comment below what you think. Do you think Ohio's better or the same as Indiana?
I'm not saying Ohio wins. I mean, the funniest thing, I just saw this on TikTok. A comedian was like, yeah, if you ever go to a room where there's Ohio and just say OH, and you have 2 other retards say IO. Like, you always know they're around when you say that.
Yeah.
And that's my life now. Because
Yeah.
I have to be around them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well.
It's like the worst fan base, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but...
Yeah, well, I'm not fond of them either. There's two schools that can suck it, and they both hate each other.
Yeah?
Michigan and Ohio State.
Yep. Sorry for all you... What do they call them? The
Wolverines.
Wolverines or puppies or whatever. I don't remember.
Little Bearcats.
I don't know. Little bear cat. Dude, if I could have a bear cat as a pet.
Hear me out. There's a lot of weird rules and regulations when it comes to animals, but I think you can own one.
Really?
If you catch it.
Yeah.
It's like people having gators in their bathtubs.
I got one upstairs right now.
There's the running back for... God damn it. I want to put it past you. It's a typical Tuesday night in the middle household.
Yeah.
No, but there's the running back for the Chiefs. He's from Indiana, and he has a pet gator.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep him on a chain?
I don't know. A white dude looks like he should be in a trailer park, but he's not.
Huh? Well, you'll have those.
He's like from Carmel, I think. He's close.
Really?
Yeah.
He's up in the Oprah land.
Oprah land.
The Carmel.
Yeah. The fancy area.
Yeah. We were just up in Westfield? Westfield.
Isn't that where the prison's at?
Yes. We passed it. Yeah, Westfield. Yeah. It is. No shit. Yeah. Yeah, we went there for Sam's kickoff party for work. I was like, I haven't been out here in a while.
Kickoff party.
Yeah. So every year,
Like
at the beginning of the year, they have this big thing where the whole agency from all the states come and they give awards out, and it's cool.
Oh, is that what that picture was from?
Uh-huh.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was cool because I got to like see how their business structure works, because I was confused at first. Being in the sales life and having a sales team, and then to seeing how they motivate, it's different. So it's like, I know a process. Like, this process will work to sell anything. So I'm going to help her, but they're all like, they got their scripts and stuff. And scripts get you so far, but...
And on the phone, you can't be, like, too scripted because you really sound like a fucking robot.
Exactly.
Then. But it's the weird thing that you were saying there with, like, going from the Harley dealership, like, the training they have.
Yeah.
Way better.
Oh,
it's not robotic and doesn't feel like it's a corporation pushing it into
right.
Fucking with Allstate. Don't get me fired. But it's like they have a script and it's like, read this verbatim at some agencies. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I got to talk to people. I can't just read to people.
Oh, you got to be genuine. People can tell if you're not genuine, and if you're trying to sell somebody something, the first time someone feels like you're salesy, they're automatically turned off.
Yeah. And there's like, how would it be if someone just starts talking to you and having a genuine conversation and you're like, oh, that's cool. Hey, but your coverages here are, it's like, you're not going to get anything with that.
Why do you do that to me? Why do you say that? I was so invested into your talk. I don't know.
You would be surprised how many like old ladies or men will like pour your heart out to you on the phone because they haven't talked to anybody in a while.
I believe it.
Imagine someone saying that and be like, well, I understand, Bob, your wife died, but hey, your coverage is way too low right now.
You should have listened to me before, Bob, and got that extra life insurance on your wife.
I know somebody that sells it. I mean, I can help you out.
Too soon. So, Nate, growing up, we'll have to see if we can get the video of us playing ping pong.
I have it, and you know what? I've looked up, it's on Amazon. It's in my cart right now. It's a converter, so I can plug the VHS. That's how old it was. It's VHS into a computer, so I can just record it and burn it and like put it on a flash drive for you.
That'd be cool.
That and your
Bung Holio.
Yeah, you're hunting.
Yeah,
you're hunting.
Yeah. Oh, good old basement.
Which, I think the reason why you want most people to see that is because that's one video that would show people that you were actually tall at one point in your life.
Yeah.
Because you towered over me, and then now it's kind of a roles reverse, but...
through middle school, I was taller than most people. And then...
You were?
I grew up early. Then I stunted my growth, I was told. And then freshman year, dude, I walked in and like... Everybody that I used to look at and be like, oh, you're little. We're huge.
Bradbury? Jesus.
Well, that dude's always been huge.
Yeah, well.
He had like a size 16 shoe when he was 10. Like, he'd come over to my house and he'd have his shoes by the front door. And my dad would be like, who's here? Before, like,
with my
like,
wife.
what, whose shoes are these? These are bigger than mine. And I'm like, it's Brent. He's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brent.
Yeah, fucking A. He was a nice guy.
Yeah. No, Brent's a good dude. He's doing good. Married. Got a good job.
That's like
Living the life.
Not joking. We say living the dream. Like he's actually living the dream.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Everybody's dream's different.
Yeah, no shit.
Their own way.
My dream was Notre Dame winning last night, but that didn't fucking happen.
Like I said, I only watched till like halftime, and I was like, nah.
Well, the second half's when the good shit started happening
I know.
for us. I mean, it's not really good though because it got my hopes up. And, you know, like being a Bears fan, you just know that crashing Holt's coming, that wall.
And it's always a kick.
Yeah. It's like watching the old cartoons with the Roadrunner and the Coyote, and he puts up that fake fucking tunnel, and you just run right into it.
Yeah.
That's
every time.
That's what being a Bears fan's like.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we were at Birdie's? What game was that?
That was the Eagles game with the double doink. And
Yes.
me and O'Shea about picked up bar stools and threw them through the fucking TVs. Like, we could not believe what just happened.
Yeah. And you were outside looking through the window because I was like, you're bad luck. Get out.
Yeah. There was a jinx there.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a thing. It happened at the dealership, too.
Yeah, well.
Brian's like, get outside, Nate. You're not allowed to be in here. They're doing better without you.
Yeah, to look out from the window like a sad child.
Dog started barking. I had to go check, see what was going on.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. At least he's chill now.
Yeah, no shit. The first time I met him, fucking bit my arm. And he's seen me before. I was like, what's up, Hoyer? I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's got me.
He's went through a lot of training and it's helped. He's calmed down a lot. Like, I would be cool bringing him in anywhere.
When
like,
you say
with any...
training, do you mean medication?
No, we don't give it to him anymore because it doesn't affect him. No, remember Lee Siebold?
Yeah.
He's a dog trainer.
Is it really?
He has his own company. So, like, 2 years ago, we brought him to Lee, and he had him for a week.
No shit. I didn't know Lee had him for a week.
Yeah, Yeah. It helped a lot.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's a lot more chill, but yeah, he was really bad at first. Like, real bad. Yeah.
He's seen too much on the streets down there in
Louisiana. Yeah, he's a street dog. He got that street cred.
Yeah, it does.
Thinking about taking a motorcycle trip down there, taking him with me. See if he knows anybody else on the block.
Get a sidecar.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna strap him in a backpack on my back. There's a guy that has that big fluffy dog, and he has this big backpack.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Mm-hmm. And he just rides everywhere with him.
Yeah, I don't think Hoyer would make that trip.
No, he'd be tripping the whole time. He would chew himself out of the thing. You run down the highway, and he'd just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump over here off the side of the road."
Yeah, like he did off the balcony.
Dude, tell that story.
So, oh man, we're at the Canterbury Apartments here in Fort Wayne, living with Nick and Sam. And we were on different shifts when we were at the Steel Triad there. And so Nick was at work. I was at night, so I was on day shift. And I was at home with Sam, his wife, and just sitting there. Went outside to smoke. Hoyer starts going crazy. He comes flying out the door on the balcony and just jumps up like he was going to go bark at a bird or something, and didn't realize that he jumped so high that he flew over the edge of the balcony. And all I saw were the look of regret from his eyes were
Slow
so
motion.
wide as his acid went around his face. Went,
Oh, shit.
I saw fear leave that dog's eyes.
Yeah.
And then I heard your wife scream. They're like, he just go over. I'm like, he went over. Oh.
And that was the second story.
Yeah, second story.
Yeah.
He flew. It was snowing, so there's a little bit of cushion there. But, like, I'm running down without shoes because I know Hoyer, like, he's just going to go.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
He's gone.
And he's down there making hot laps
He's so
around
excited.
trees. And then Sam comes out and he runs right to him like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Disciplined. That was before the training.
Yeah, that was Hoyer OG.
Well, I got a text and it was from Sam. Said Hoyer just jumped over the balcony, and I'm like, I got a dead dog now. Like, he broke all his legs. Like, that's a jump. that'd be scary for me to jump off that.
Yeah.
Could imagine being a dog. That was crazy. That was an entertaining night.
Yeah.
Tell them about the night trying to get Indica and getting my keys that I left. I dropped on the floor.
So we walked home that night because we had gotten so shit faced at either like peanuts or Pulvers.
Yeah.
And obviously weren't driving, wasn't the best choice. So it was cold as shit. It was starting to snow, and Nick's like, "Let's just walk home." Like, I feel like dying in the snow tonight. That sounds like a great idea.
Safety first, kids.
And he just starts humping it out. I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucking following because I'm not going to let him die in the snow alone.
Thanks.
So we get back, freezing, like, just cold as shit. And there's Indica, the husky, my husky. Had to go out to the bathroom. So we go out. I think you took Hoyer out. And all of a sudden, Indica, it was one of those spring leashes that it gained momentum the opposite direction, just ripped it out of my hand. And there she is, just hauling ass through the snow.
Tell them what kind of dog she is.
Oh, it's a husky.
Yeah.
She's a husky, and she loves the snow. And she just started booking. And here, me and Nick are on both sides, and she's running back and forth, trying to catch her. And then at the last second, she tries to go by Nick. Nick jumps on her back and bear hugs her.
Like
Finally
good old days.
Got a hold of her in the leash. And then we go inside. Nick's like, "Where's my keys?" I'm like, "Oh,
It's
shit."
horrible.
Took you, what, 3 months until the snow melted?
It was a long time.
Because out there walking the dog, and then he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's the keys."
Could you imagine the neighbors looking at us at 1 a.m,
Hammered,
drunk? Both of us are like out scooting our feet in front of each other, trying to make pass of like a 800 by 800 square foot section. Dude, that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally had to wait for the snow to melt to actually get the keys.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, don't drink. No.
Yeah, well,
No, don't drop your keys.
don't own huskies.
Yeah, well, yeah, you still got her.
I got 2 of them now.
Oh yeah.
Combination of 5, and there's 2 huskies.
Ooh. I remember he was living with us in that apartment, and he's like, "I'm gonna go look at a dog." I'm like, "Cool."
Oh yeah.
Did you trade like a or a watch?
It was an Apple Watch, and I think like $100 or something.
Yeah.
Or $50. Because the guy said that she had she aggressive, like around food, like food aggression. And I was like, well, if there's any dog that's going to cure that, it's going to be fucking Hoyer right now. Because he would murder her. So when she came home, like, they didn't give a shit about each other. Food was fine.
Yep.
But yeah, I was like, let's go get a dog, man. And then on the way back, you're like, what should we name her? Like, because her name was Silver.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, that's a gay-ass name. Like, not that.
Didn't you have a friend dog named Sativa?
Craig, my buddy in Michigan, has a dog named Sativa. I was like, and I'm like, he's been wanting another dog to name it Indica, but I'm just going to take that name.
Take it.
So I was like, let's name her Indica.
And she's the complete opposite of an Indica.
Oh, she's a Sativa.
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
a psychopath.
She was cute though. I think I still got. I'll have to see. I'll throw it up here. That shit. We gave her those orange.
You gave her a pickle.
Was it a pickle?
Yeah, because
she
you're
was
like,
throwing it.
Yeah, you're like, Indica, show your dad your pickle, and she just throws it in the air.
Yeah, she was like taking it, and throwing it up, playing with it. I don't think she even ate it. She might have ate it.
I don't think so. She still hates pickles.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be why, because I was taunting her with a pickle.
Yeah, no, she's an interesting breed.
Yeah, makes a lot of noises. Talks to you.
Yeah.
No, that's like Bubba's bark. Now he's getting older. It's squeaky. It's weird. I'm sad about it. Like, it sucks, but
he's had a good life.
We gave him a great life. That
he's
dog
been pampered.
Oh yeah, for the past, I think we've had him now 4 years. Yeah, he was left in a house because his old dad his old dad's new girlfriend didn't, little puppy didn't like Bubba. And he had Bubba for almost 8 years. Oh. So they got their new house. He had his old house. He left Bubba in the house, and after work he'd go over and feed it. And I found that out, and I was like, I want him. Like, let us take him then, so he's not in a house with no furnishings, nothing, by himself. I felt so bad for him, but yeah, we got him. And at first he hated Sam because he didn't like women.
Yeah,
but yeah, now she's one of his people. So, no, he's a good doggy. He's a good doggy. We got him a puppy. We got him Lucy. They're best friends. I don't know where dude, she's so independent. She's probably upstairs laying by herself. That's how she is. Like, we're all like, let's go to bed. And when we go to sleep, and both the boys, they run up with us. She'll sit there and just look at you. And then you'll walk up. By the time you jump in bed, she's coming in by herself. She's like, I'm an independent lady.
On my terms.
Little shit. When we were in Japan, and remember Deja Vu?
Shit. The movie? Or...
No, the strip club.
Oh, yeah.
Remember going with your buddy? Didn't his staff sergeant come out on stage? And he's like, that's my staff sergeant.
Oh, I forgot about Deja Vu.
That was an interesting night. We were all went out, and you were with, was he in your unit? Or he was in a different unit?
He was, I think he was a different unit because they came for WTI, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I can't remember. Either way.
Yeah, that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 2009 or 2010.
2010.
Yeah. We were sitting right at the edge of the stage, and we're sitting there, and I remember this Mexican lady came out on stage, and he's like, dude, that's my staff sergeant. And she had to have been drunk, but do you remember it? I swear that happened.
First of all, it's too long ago, but like those like strip club stories are kind of all a blur, like between Deja Vu and like Platinums and like and like Coin Not at Platinums.
Yeah,
like, those all just blend together. So it's hard to do. Like I do not remember.
Derailed.
Yeah, down in Yuma.
Yeah. So he was in Yuma in the Marine Corps. You worked on Harriers.
I did. The lawn darts.
The lawn darts.
The ones that are in the movie True Lies, which is, come to find out, that movie is false. That gun runs on air pressure, and it cannot hover and shoot that gun at the exact same time. So that movie is now ruined forever for me.
Debunked.
Yeah, I know. And I love that movie.
I never seen it.
No? With Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Mm-mm.
It's a good one. It's kind of like it's like Die Hard in a way.
Oh.
How the whole old action movies are.
Yeah. Oh, probably be good. The Arnold. Get to the chopper.
That Arnold, not government Arnold.
not Govy Arnold.
No.
That's funny. No.
But yeah, in Yuma, you were.
I was in Okinawa, but I was doing MOTS 1.
Yeah.
I was doing security for that.
Yeah, and you came down to Yuma.
Yeah, which was cool because I'm like, this dude was in. Was that before? No, I was after. I was right before I got out when I did that. Yeah. That was one of my last quote deployments to the States, which is funny to think. Like I deployed to the United States. Yeah, it's weird. That was awesome though.
That's a weird thing. Like that's.
To think that
you lived there too.
Yeah.
Like I think we've had many of these conversations, but talking about how our lives were compared to a normal person. Like go into our, what would this be, like our high school reunion, whatever the one that's coming up.
Yeah.
Like talking to them like, oh yeah, man, I went to college, a lot of student loan, or just, their path, and I was 22 in Afghanistan, or I was 21 in Thailand, or I turned 21 in Thailand. Like, that's a weird thing to say that most people in the States, when they turn 21, go to bars. I was, I won't tell you where I was at, but I was in Thailand.
Yeah. It is funny. And sometimes it's hard to, you forget about it.
Yeah.
Not you don't forget about it, but it just feels like that's your life. And you assume everyone else thinks
it's normal.
Seen the same thing?
Yeah.
No. Like, it's funny talking to the wife. She's like, when this song came out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, when this song came out, I was in bumfuck Asia, like in the middle of a field, like talking on a radio. Like, what? I was on the DMZ doing radio with fucking South Korea because North Korea was King Young whatever was threatening everybody.
Well, yeah, that's like I with me and Colleen. Like, it sounds bad when you say it out loud because it sounds way. It's only a 4 years difference.
Yeah.
But it sounds way worse because she'll be like, when I was graduating high school, where were you? I was like, I was in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Like I was out there having fun.
Right.
You know, as you were at back home at a high school graduating.
Yep.
So, just the different lives. It's weird.
Oh yeah. Well, we lived a life very high speed and quick with a lot of unknowns. Like,
Wow.
you didn't have time to process shit. You just were told where you got to go and you went and did it.
Yeah.
And to a point,
You couldn't really question it either.
No.
You know, why are we going there? Like, you asked that. You're on a working party the whole fucking deployment.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah, you're done.
yeah, it's like when
you're checking
fucking
cat cards.
Yeah, when Gunny's like, I need 2 for a working party. For what? I need 1 for a working party. You're like, God damn it, why did I open my mouth?
Yep. You never ever, if you're in the military and you're fresh or you're thinking about doing it, and anyone asks for a working party, it's not a party. It's working,
No.
and it sucks. I remember, dude.
They always use the best names for the worst shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. They. I remember. So when I went to boot camp, I flew out of Fort Wayne to.
LAX or
No, I went to Seattle, and then Seattle to,
you went to
San
Seattle?
Diego.
Okay.
But my ex, she helped schedule my plane flights.
Thou shalt not be named Voldemort.
Yeah, her name's Voldemort.
Yeah.
Expelliarmus. She
That's what she did to your soul.
to my money. What are you talking about? To my money, dude. I'm still screwed by some of
That
that.
too.
Oh man, that's a whole other story. But yeah, so
Anywho.
either route, whoever fault it was, I didn't make it to boot camp on time because my plane flight was at 1 a.m., not 1 p.m.
Oh no shit.
So yeah, I missed it, and that was a weird phone call to make from the USO lounge in Seattle Airport.
No shit.
But they were just like, "All right, we'll get here." Blah blah blah. So I get there, went to the receiving platoon, and
God.
everybody was already there, and everybody's looking at me like, "Who the hell is this dude coming?" Like, and they had these like senior lance corporals that were like
Oh, yeah.
hard charging douchebags.
Motards to the
Yeah,
max.
and as soon as I get there, this lance corporal starts ripping my ass, and I'm like, "The fuck are you, dude?" Like, yeah, I'm a PFC. Don't talk to me like that. You're a lance. Either way, yeah, they gave me a lot of shit for that. That was bad.
Dude, as you're saying that, like, just
Bad.
it brings back memory. Like, you know, stepping on those yellow footprints. Like, I've seen so many of those like memes or people like walking into things like in public, and there's like yellow footprints. Like, nah, you ain't getting me again.
No, walk around it.
God, those haunt your memories. Like, if you see anything of that yellow shape, you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
man, I remember that day very vividly.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because your memories suck. Mine does
Oh,
too.
yeah.
But what I remember is coming down from fucking Mount Motherfucker to the parade deck to get the EGAs, and I remember that like it was yesterday. But I
Yeah.
can't remember what I even wore yesterday.
You're not wrong. And I remember looking around and seeing there was this guy named Miller next to me that was crying, and then our God, I forget. I do not remember his name. He was some Pacificer or
Yeah.
Pacific Islander or
Yeah.
like Asian, very hard accent.
Yeah.
And he was he reminded me off of Indiana Jones, that little boy that follows him along.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget his name. But anyway, him next to him crying too, and I'm like, guys, what the fuck are you crying about?
Yeah.
Like, I get it, it's an emotional point.
Sure.
But
They were probably just happy because they had to go poop or something. They were just ready to go poop.
dude. Probably, honestly, you could be right on that one. Like the meal you get, the Warriors meal, breakfast
yeah.
you get afterwards. The line for the porta shitters
Yep.
after that.
Well, yeah, because
And
you
the
were only
wait.
fed like a bird, and then that one day they're like, "We're gonna sit down and eat with you and be friends with you, and you can
Yeah.
eat as much as you want." And we're
Steak,
like, "Hell yeah."
lobster, get it whatever the fuck you want.
And you did. Then you felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that weird transition afterwards when you're on the other side of the parade deck and you're in your week of just turning into your SIF gear and shit.
Yep.
And you're like, can't say this recruit, and you always fucking do it.
Yep.
And you can't not say it.
Yeah.
Because for 3 months you were, quote unquote, brainwashed to say it.
There's no brainwashing in
Yeah.
the government, especially in the military.
No. It's a harsh word to use, but it's fairly accurate.
Hey, they adapt your mindset to be a war fighter.
I mean, you're not wrong.
They got to harden you up and make you feel certain things and think certain things, or else you're not going to perform.
When they harden you up and think certain things, Afghanistan gets kind of lonely. So, no, the one thing I say it can do is it made me not be shy anymore. It gave me that I don't fuck it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like if I say it, I don't say it, or it gives you that
false confidence.
Yeah,
which is good. It's confidence.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, if it affects you positively, then it's a good thing. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck. No, I remember my first meal when we left. Like after we left MCRD and everything, we flew back home.
So fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
to be on the other side of that fence as you're watching all those times those planes flying over, and you're like, God, I can't wait to be on one of those motherfuckers.
Did you see the guy that just tried escaping?
Yeah, they caught him in. Yeah,
he almost escaped, but what an idiot! He sent his boots and
you never get away.
He don't even have a wet belt yet. No. Like, dude was fresh.
Not even a tan belt warrior.
Nothing. I think he had Go Fasters on. He probably wouldn't even.
He probably hasn't gotten his boots yet. Fucking that boots. First 2 weeks you have your Go Fasters on.
Yeah,
and you look like a retard with rolled camis on top.
If you guys wonder what Go Fasters are,
they're like Nike New Balances.
Yeah, mine were Asics.
You had that?
They were blue and yellow and white.
Ours were like gray and blue.
Were they?
We had an N on it, which I don't think it was Nike because the government cannot afford that.
New Balance, yeah, no.
It was probably like a knockoff brand from China.
Probably, oh yeah. This was before Temu was a Temu thing. That's where it started, was the government and the Marine Corps. All of our SIF gear was from Temu.
Yeah. Felt like it sometimes.
Yeah. No, that was a good time.
But yeah, you were leaving. Is that when you surprised your mom at Applebee's?
Oh, yeah.
Was that from boot camp? Or was that from a deployment?
From boot camp. That's when I got out for good.
Wait, no. That wouldn't be out for good, you retard.
No, that's
the video that the news channel did.
Yeah.
And then you surprised your mom at Applebee's, which is a very Midwestern thing to do.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Applebee's.
No, it was EAS. That was after my EAS day.
So you were done. You were
done.
Out.
I lied to my parents and told them I had a whole nother week of something going on.
Oh, because you were coming back from Japan.
They knew I wasn't in Japan anymore because phone calls and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I think I told them I was doing some training or I had to do more paperwork.
Which is believable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. They were lucky to hear from me like twice a year, like being in Japan.
Well, I feel like that had to do with something else too.
Yeah.
But
Expelliarmus. Lord Voldemort. But yeah.
Well timed, yes.
Yeah, that had a huge effect on that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I surprised them. It was cool. The very 2012 Midwestern little town.
Oh yeah. That was I think it came across on like YouTube or something. I saw
there's
the video of it. I'm like cringeworthy watching it now because then I don't think they messed up your name on that one. I think
but I left my cover on as soon as I walked in the door, and then I realized and took it off. But if I can find it on YouTube, I'm gonna post it.
I'll find it for you. Yeah, I'll
throw it up
YouTube.
here then, so you guys can see how beautiful this moment was.
Dude, because they're like corporal medal.
Yeah. They were going to do this whole interview and just like any other news channel, you do a whole ass 15-minute interview and say your whole life story, and then they cut it all out and then put like 2 words that you said, but they say it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They did that, and I'm like, okay, then I guess my message didn't matter. Hi, Mom and Dad. But yeah, I walked into the restaurant and my neighbor Bob and Don, Blue Ball, shout out to you guys. They're still across the street from our old house. But
is that the one with the garage and everything?
No, that was Mark.
Mark, okay.
Yeah, Mark passed away.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. He had cancer and it got him.
Well, you did smoke a lot, so
yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what cancer it is, but yeah, so I walked into Applebee's with and I'm like, it's cool if you guys record this, but I really want to be able to surprise them. So if you guys walk in with cameras and all your stuff, they're going to notice. And they're like, oh, no, your friends got it all set up. They're not facing us. And Okay. So I walk in and they got, this was back when they had big equipment, just like carrying it all. Looked like you're on the sidelines holding up the cone for the microphone. Like, so I walk up and yeah, my mom was sitting next to my dad and she saw me and pushed my dad out of the way. I was like, Nick! Oh my gosh. Like, I guess she's excited to see me. And then by that time, I had like 8 Budweisers long neck sitting on the table for me from the guy at the bar. It was cool. I drank for free that day. That was fun. Yeah, that was the only time I surprised them, which was cool. It worked out.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Fucking, it's weird to think. Like I was telling you earlier, like the shows that we watched growing up are now on like TV Land. It's 2025 now.
Yeah, I remember TV Land was I Love Lucy, Happy Days,
Little House on the Prairie,
yeah.
Beverly
Hillbillies. Now,
Friends, How I Met Your Mother.
The one with Sheldon in it.
Oh, Big Bang Theory. That's on there.
That's on there too.
Fuck.
Like how? But so Sam and I have binge watched that series like 3 times.
Worth it.
And we just started it again. And, and we're on like the 6th episode. And I'm like, this was in, what year would that have been? 2007? 2008?
For like the episodes, like the technology they have in it?
But no, just how old it is now.
Oh,
it's crazy to think. Because I remember when they were like doing a promo shit on TV, like, oh, and I'm like, a bunch of nerds, that'll be dumb. But she's hot, so I'll watch it. Then we watch it, and it was good. But now it's on like TV Land. Like, what happened?
Life happened, bud.
I know.
And,
it did.
Just got old.
Goes quickly.
It does.
Still got a lot left.
I mean, yeah, hopefully.
If everything works out.
Yeah.
Mental health, it's important. That sounded dark.
Yeah, right.
Well, when I'm not good in my headspace, because like the past 3 months I've been in my seclusion, don't talk to nobody, this not good area.
In your dungeon back there?
Yeah, working down here. Yeah. That hopefully that goes quick and I can get my shit in upstairs. But yeah, no. So when I'm like not good, I'm like passive aggressive with it and like say shit that I shouldn't say.
Yeah.
So I got that stretcher for my neck.
Oh shit!
It's like you hang it from the ceiling, and I got a thing in my ceiling I can hang it from. And whenever I'm like, I need to stretch my neck in my mind, out loud I say, I'm gonna go hang myself. And she's like, stop. And I'm like, I don't mean it. I mean, and she's like, and it just gives me that look like, don't be a dick. Stop saying that. So when I say those things, I don't mean it. I'm just joking.
You got to joke about it. You got to. You can't take that shit. I mean, take it seriously, but at the same time, like,
if that's your way of coping with it.
Yeah.
I cope with like stressful situations and like situations where people would trip out. I deal with it like laughing.
Yeah,
so if someone
same.
walks in and someone passed away and they're crying, like I might start giggling, and I don't mean it like, your grandpa died. I don't mean it like that. But I awkwardly inside am dealing with it, and then I just kind of giggle. So if I ever do that to anyone, I'm sorry.
I get that. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Probably not the best like not,
I think I feel like I've lightened up on it. It was when I first got out of the military. Like, you have the mindset of death. Like, yes, it sucks. It happens.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do?
Oh, trust me.
You get it.
That's been through my mind so many times. Like, when you get out, like, you're, like, that warrior's death. Like, you're just like, fuck it. Like, my life doesn't mean shit kind of thing. Like, I'd put my life down for my brother next to me kind of thing. And you have that mentality for a while, and you kind of hang on to it, but then you get older, and you're like, nah, fuck them. My kids mean more.
Yeah. Well,
like,
yeah, you got
sorry,
things.
Nick. Like, you or Hayden, like, you're going down, buddy. Like, old Yeller. Hayden's coming before you.
That's perfectly fine. No, it's true, though. Like, that's part of my mental shit's, like, not having a purpose. And it's been hard since I left the dealership because, like, I felt like I had a purpose there because I had a sales team I had to worry about. I had people I needed to invest myself into. I had people to build relationships with and sell bikes to. And now I know I got my shit, like, obviously doing this and helping people and I know there's things coming, but yeah, going through that shit mentally, it's just like, fuck. What's my purpose?
No, I get that. And
Yeah.
I mean, hypothetically, just saying that I may know a solution to that problem, you just have to say yes, unwilling or unknowing, but I'm just gotta say, yeah, I'll do it.
Sure, Nate.
Yeah, move to Ohio.
Nope. Ohio.
You can build a barndominium right across from my house. There's already one built. Just buy it.
5-year plan.
Just
We're
saying.
building one. I gotta be somewhere where I can ride year round.
You're in fucking Indiana. That's not year round.
Exactly. That's why we want to move to like Tennessee,
That's still not year round.
South Carolina. Oh yeah, it is.
No.
If you're down there in the right spot,
Yeah, south.
yeah.
You go that far from me.
You better move.
I will. We're gonna have choice words.
You know how nice to be down there in the mountains.
Yeah, it would be nice to retire.
I am retired.
You gotta be on my retirement plan. Like, you gotta go off like when my kids get out of the house.
Oh.
Then we can all just
Well,
be like,
shit.
hey, where are we going? Like,
We gotta write a
Arizona's up
contract.
there, or we can go, to Tennessee,
Yeah.
closer to maybe to the shore to get some cheaper seafood.
That's
But,
what I'm saying. We want to be somewhere where Sam has the ocean and I have mountains.
Oh, same. I need mountains. Fuck the ocean. I do not have a body for the ocean.
I don't
I
either.
look like a whale.
Used to.
Ain't so chiseled anymore, buddy.
Dude. We'll go. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm going to say it. So there was a post on Facebook the other day. Corey.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made a comment about it. And I can't remember which one it was. And he said something about me being sexy or something. You know how he is.
Yeah.
And then Nate Schaefer commented
Oh, boy.
and said something about I wouldn't take my girlfriends to basically like the festival, or what was the thing in Roanoke or Huntington?
Fall festival?
Not the fall festival.
Oh, the street fair?
Yeah, street fair.
Yo.
He wouldn't take them because one year I was such a douchebag and I walked around with my shirt off so my buddy could count how many people looked at me. And I thought they were like looking at me because they were checking me out. No, they were judging me. But at least I was naive enough to think that I was sexy. But he made a comment. It's like, I wouldn't bring my girlfriends down there because if they saw Nick Middall, they would have left me. Or he was being just talking shit.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Yeah, I was a douchebag. Big douchebag.
You were a different... Yeah.
I'm not the same person.
No. You took a hard right somewhere, and that's for the good.
I think it was getting away from that fucking place. Getting
You're
away from
not
hunting.
wrong, man. Like, that's... Okay, sidebar here, but we're going to come back to this. One thing that I absolutely love the most about Ohio...
Yeah.
I don't fucking know anybody there. I can go to Walmart, and I might see, like, I've coached, like, flag football and stuff like that, so I might see, like, some of those parents, or, baseball, stuff like that, but I don't see any old high school friends. I don't see anybody that when I used to work at the jail.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go through McDonald's going, oh, hopefully this fucker doesn't spit in my food because he knows who I am. You know what
That's
I
how it
mean?
is.
Like, I live in a very relaxed life in Ohio because nobody knows who the fuck I am, and I enjoy it.
No, I'll get that. That'd be
Yeah.
nice. That's why I stay in here. I don't. No, Fort Wayne's big enough. People don't. I mean, people recognize me, but I'm saying like it's
Yeah,
not
'cause
like
you're Nick the Hardy
hometown.
guy.
Like you walk into the restaurant,
no, yeah.
and everybody knows you. I want to make sure this is still recording on the video.
Did the timer go off?
So that timer. No, so talking about gatekeeping and the culture and the mindset of people, something I've learned the past few years of doing this, and now that I can actually sit down, look at the analytics, look at the comments, and actually like get insight for content. The motorcycle community are awesome, but there's a lot of gatekeepers. There are a lot of people that very strong-minded, which I get it. And I'm a strong-minded person too on things that I know and I'm confident I know.
Yeah.
But dude, there's people like literally death threats. Literally like telling you were the smallest thing in the world because they heard it from their friend that I was wrong. Like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's been an emotional journey to try to
We live in a way different world now.
oh, dude. Yeah. Nobody can just like accept things like it's their way or no way. And you can't
yeah.
show them why you're trying to express things,
Well, even if you explain it to them, they don't understand it
right?
because it's
scary.
not their way. It's
Yeah.
super.
people like that, it's that's why I have a very small circle. Like, you're the only person in my life that I've kept, like, as a person for me.
Okay.
No, for real. Like,
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
and this is the funny thing, because I just came from that hearing test place.
Yeah.
And I met an old guy there.
yeah.
And he was from the Air Force. He worked on the SR-22s, the fucking astronaut bitches.
Oh, yeah.
The Blackhawks, or whatever, or black, whatever they call them. And he was sitting there talking, and he goes, there's one thing that I've learned throughout my service in the Air Force was your old friends from high school fade, but your brothers never do from the service.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, no shit. Like, I didn't tell him, like, thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm about to go hang out with that motherfucker after I hear. Like,
And we were before the
Yeah.
military.
but it just made it even better.
Yeah.
Like, because now we understand. Because if I didn't go and you went,
Yeah.
I don't know if we still would have had the same friendship.
Well, no, because it would have.
Because you would have felt differently than when I,
Your experiences would have been
like,
way
yeah,
different
it
than what
would
I
have
was.
been like one of those douchebags that went to college.
Yeah. If you think about going to college, don't do it. Go to the military. Or actually, go into the trades. Get into a trade.
Go to the trades of the Air Force.
Just Air Force, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Glad I didn't. Because you've told everybody, my dad was a Marine too, so he kind of guided me in that path.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, seeing you come home and you've already accomplished it,
Right.
I was like, if Nick can do it, I can do it. Because really, it's like the same personality. Like, if you physically, you were better conditioned than I was. But, like, mentally, if you
Yeah.
could go through it, I'm like, I can fucking make it through.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the worst part was just being away from home sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the running, I didn't mind towards the end. I was
No.
like,
It
fuck
felt
it,
good.
we're going on a 3-mile run and I can do it and not be out of breath. I'm like, this feels amazing.
All right. No, it's true though. Definitely. It's I remember going when we were in what's it called? Before you went to MEPS. You were Pooley.
Yeah.
Went out and we were
Yeah.
doing like the pre-test before you went to actually swear in.
Yeah.
It's like a
because we
mile
went
and
to
a
the
half
same
run.
recruiting station.
Yeah.
Up there on Illinois Road. By the Target.
That's when we got it. Yeah. So they moved from there to Jefferson Point.
Oh, did they?
And then from Jefferson Point up off Illinois again, but it's over by that Handel's Ice Cream and Clean Eats.
Oh, okay.
There's a recruiting station there.
Oh,
But yeah, where we were.
yeah.
But no, we went. I remember going out on that first mile and a half run. Like, this was before anything. Like,
Being a poolie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't a long distance guy. Like, I ran. I know it's funny to think this. I was a hurdle guy. I ran hurdles, and I was fast.
Since you were so tall.
And I was fast. I ran the 110s and then a 100-yard dash and a 400. But I was always short distance, and I always looked at the guys. Remember, who's that guy, Andy, that used to run, and he looked like an alien. I don't mean it mean.
Oh, no. Herbert.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. He went to the Marine Corps. He
did?
He was a Osprey pilot.
No shit. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. What?
Yeah.
Well, he's a good runner.
Big ass forehead. And
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
disrespect. You turned into quite of a badass seeing the post you have. Yeah, look him up on Facebook. He was an Osprey pilot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had to look that up. But I just remember him, like, that dude could run.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop.
No.
It was crazy. So
Like-
he got real good when he got in. PFTs were right on there.
Yeah.
He's
well,
like 18-minute 3 mile. How about a 7-minute 3.5?
God, no.
Crazy.
To be honest, I think going in, I only did like one pull up.
Really?
Or like
Yeah.
the requirement, I think, were 2. And
I can't remember.
my max was that. And then leaving, they made you do them overhand fucking 20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I went in 260, I came out 140.
Yeah. I remember you lost a shit ton of weight. I remember that. Yeah, it's funny though because my mom didn't even recognize me when we were doing the moto run with the family on Family Day, and you had to run between
Oh, I
them all.
believe it. Yeah, no one really knows who anybody is.
Oh, she was right in front of me, and Expelliarmus was standing next to her, and she looked right at me, knew it. And my mom's looking around, and she's tapping my mom, and my mom looks right at me and didn't even recognize me. And then she's figured it out, and you're not allowed to smile or nothing.
Oh, no.
So I'm like smizing as much as I can with my eyes. Expelliarmus, get out of here.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, good times.
Yeah. Did they do the same thing for the moto run, where like when you got around the buildings, like everybody fucking walk, no one's gonna be sweating when we get around this corner, because they wanted to make it look like we ran all the way like around the base and came up, so like when we came up nobody was sweating. So like we got behind the buildings where the family couldn't see you and everybody just started walking.
Yeah.
So they made it seem like we went this long ass course, but we were just walking behind the buildings.
We didn't do that.
They
We
did
ran.
it for us.
Really?
It was a slight jog when we started. Like we weren't trying to sweat. They wanted to make it look like we were like yeah. So when we came around, like, all right, double time, and we're like, oh fuck.
Hey, here we go. AT&T.
Reach out and touch somebody. Fucking be in the small end. I don't think I've ever expressed this to anybody that's going to understand this but you. But being a short person
Window licker.
in the Marine Corps, when you have to do humps, is probably the worst thing in the world. Because you have that slinky effect. I think I ran 3 miles up a hill once.
I was up front.
How the fuck were you up front? You were short as shit.
I could out hump anybody.
Well, they must have did it ass backwards
These
for you.
little legs can hump.
Yeah, well, mine could too, because I had to run the motherfucker. I'm just saying,
know
when
what
you're
you're
on that
saying,
accordion end of it,
Oh, it's horrible.
it was a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, they line you up in formation from tallest to shortest.
Exactly.
So then we were always called the window lickers. The guys in the back. Like, and they'd be like, let's go. Double time, window lickers. And we're like, this guy's mean. I'm going to call my mom.
It's funny now, like hanging out with some drill, like that are drill instructors or were ex-drill instructors after they got out of their B-billet, like actually having a conversation with them. Like, you motherfuckers came up with the best shit ever.
Oh, yeah. They had
like the
fun.
names. Oh, yeah. They had to have so much fun.
I honestly wanted to do it. Like, I wanted to do it. But I was so fed up with the military and what happened with Expelliarmus that I was just ready to go home. Because my unit I had sucked. Like,
Yeah, you told me the horror stories.
dude.
I feel sorry for you.
No, dude, it's fine. But, yeah. Bad unit. But either way, yeah. I can't remember what I was even talking about. I got so caught up in my mind of what happened.
I know. I can see the
The wheels were turning.
You just get really pissed
tell
off.
the story.
Man, it's always a fun story to tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know where it cut off at, so let's start from the beginning. Yeah. So, Marine Corps Day, Okinawa, Japan. Mess night, which is a party for your unit. You get together. You're with your people. You drink a lot, and there's. If you know what it is, you know what it is. Anyways, my Expelliarmus told me I wasn't allowed to drink anymore. And so I didn't. And on our way home, obviously I had a vehicle. So I drove home a bunch of my Marines and a bunch of people. And my headquarters building was right across the street from the E-Club, which is the on-base club bar. And I seen her car sitting in the parking lot, and I'm like,
that'd be strange.
"What? Yeah, why is her car in the parking lot?" And I knew it was her car because I bought it. And so I called her and couldn't get a phone answer. And then she like pocket dialed me or she picked up, I can't remember. And all I hear was music, so I'm like, she's in the E-Club. So I waited. And she walks out, and I'm like, oh, there she is. And then I see, oh, there's Staff Sergeant. I won't say his name. Beep. With her. And he's got his duty belt on. He's a Staff Sergeant, so he's got his arm. What was it called? I can't remember. Put on your arm. It's got
the armband.
Armband.
NCO or whatever. Yeah.
And he was supposed to be on duty. So why are you at the E-Club? Like, I get you might do your checks.
With my wife.
With my wife. So they get out and they walk out and they get in his car. Well, they were starting making out. Long story short, that was on a Friday. Monday came around. I was in S3 training working down at the headquarters building then. And he worked in the same building. We were buddies. Like, me and him were cool.
Shit.
And so I went into his office, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he just pretty much was like, you can't do anything. So I turned around and walked straight into Sergeant Major's office.
Yeah, I'd be
And
hot.
shut the door. And if you're a corporal and you walk into a sergeant major's office and shut the door, it either needs to be very serious or you're just a freak fucking idiot.
Yeah, usually
Anyone
doesn't
that knows.
end well.
No, usually you got to put what we call packages in to actually get to talk to him.
7 signatures.
Yeah. It's like, why does the guy in the mailroom have to sign off for me to talk to Sergeant Major?
They have to deem your question worthy of his time.
Yeah.
Before you get a chance to speak anything to him.
Yep. So Corporal Middle walks into the office and shut the door, and I told him what happened. And there was a lot more going on before that. Like, I knew something was happening because they'd be on the phone together, like just random shit. Like, why? What? You know what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Sergeant Major screaming, Staff Sergeant, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna say it. Come in the office. So I'm like, yeah, I got him. So whatever. Time goes on. He comes out of the office. He's got a big smile on his face. Still. Staff Sergeant does. So he's like, we're talking. We're going to go talk. So we would go outside, and he pretty much just threatened to hurt me and then threatened that me being my rank and him being his rank, I don't have any say.
That's fucked.
Yeah. She's not going to do it. She's not going to agree or anything. Like, none of that matters. And I'm thinking, what? Yes, she will. I was so naive and young and stupid. So I go back in. Sergeant Major pulls me back in the office. He's like, we're going to do an investigation. We're going to look into this. We're going to figure it out. Because obviously you get in trouble if you're doing that with someone else's old lady.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. So they did the investigation. And, of course, she denied everything. He denied everything. And everything on their phones at that time got deleted. And those were before the days where you could download everything.
Yeah, the old Nokias.
So that showed me how my unit worked and functioned, and this wasn't the first time we've had issues with her cheating basically on deployments. So dude, that unit, this made me hate the Marine Corps at that time, and that sucks because I loved Marine Corps. Like, I know what it did for me. I just got put in a bad unit. Like, a lot of people I think go through that, like, that are in and they do their 4 and get out. It's because they were either they were doing the wrong MOS or they're with the wrong people in the wrong unit.
Yeah.
And it kind of pushes you away from it. Sucks.
No, understandable on that one, because like, even like, I was in the air wing, so like when I went for power line to work on the engine, like all through schooling, ordnance gets fucked with constantly.
Really?
Every school they go to, they're running more. They don't really have time off. They're always getting PT'd.
Damn.
At C school in North Carolina, like, we had the top deck and ordnance had the bottom. Like, it'd be a Saturday, and they're out there in camis getting fucked up and getting, like, run around the barracks because their staff sergeant came and did a surprise inspection, and there might have been, like, a crumb on the floor or something. Like, it was so fucked up. So, yeah, like, people like those people that make life a living hell for no reason is the reason why most people do get out, too.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I remember
It's like an ego thing.
Oh, big ego thing. When I first got to my unit, like, everybody seemed cool, but there was, I think it was like Corporal Rodriguez, which there was a billion of them.
Texas and California is 90% of the Marine Corps.
Literally. This little Mexican dude, and I walk up, and he's like, who the fuck are you guys? And it was me, Miller, and Mensa, which I went to boot camp with these guys, and we ended up going to comm school together. And then,
that's dope.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we were always close. But yeah, this guy was just a complete dick, and he's like, when we're not at the shop and we're at the barracks, you never knock on my door. The only time you knock on my door is when I tell you to knock on my door. Like,
no more locked doors,
dude. Right? See, this is my dog. No, but dude, he was a dick, and I'm like, is this how the Marine Corps is? Like,
right? It's like, is this how the fleet's gonna be?
Yeah,
like, they talked it up, and everybody's just a fucking asshole.
Luckily he ended up PCS or EAS and getting out like soon, and everybody was pretty chill then. But yeah, I was like, damn, dude, I wasn't a dickhead NCO. Like, if I had to be, I was. But
you had a way different Marine Corps career than mine, because like,
you were all air wing. Yeah,
we'll swing with the wing, whatever you want to go with that. But like, just the, like, going through that schooling, like, watching them get messed up, our instructors, like, we're sergeants, like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Really?
Like, when you get to the fleet, you're going to work your dick into the ground. Like, we're not going to do it here. So, like, any chance we could cut class soon, or once we were done, we just went, we're done for the day.
That's good.
Yeah, and they were fucking dope. And then I go to Powerline for VMA 211, and everybody in there is fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like Gunny Watson is probably one of the most respected gunnies that was ever in like VMA 211.
Really?
Like, he's one of the coolest motherfuckers ever.
Yeah.
Like he'll go to bat for you.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're not lying and you're right, he would lose his rank for you.
Wow.
Like he was a really cool guy.
And you don't get staff NCOs like that.
No.
That's not a
there
normal.
there was some shady ones at the squadron, but in Powerline, I would say 90% of everybody that I met, solid people.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
Shit. I was at 29 Palms for comm school, and we had to rake sand. We had to walk. We had to.
That's what I'm saying. You got fucked up.
We had to
while
all
you were a
line up.
Marine.
Yeah.
It's not boot camp anymore, and you're still getting fucked up.
Oh yeah. We had to line up all the way across the sand. Everybody had to pick up clumps of sand from people's dipping, because everybody's dipping. Even if you didn't smoke or dip, they had you barehanded picking up people's freaking chaw off the ground.
Yeah.
Like, why? What? I get it, but you guys, you're here to teach me how to do my job.
Yeah.
So I can be in the Marine Corps and be a functional person in that field.
Yeah, I never got those.
I don't know.
It's like you're an instructor. Like you're teaching. You have probably the easiest job.
You should be setting the role model. Like, you should be setting the mindset of what you're trying to produce.
Yeah.
Like, boot camp's one thing. You're trying to knock them down to rebuild them.
Yeah.
And then you show them respect. So why go back to that?
I think it's because maybe the old tradition thinks that it's getting too soft. So they have to keep it that.
I mean, it was getting soft before I got out, dude. I got a congressman. Someone's mom, for me yelling at him, called their congressman. I literally got talked to on the base sergeant major for yelling, because she kept coming to. We were doing like an on base, like operation training op, and so I was radio, so we had all antennas. The whole squadron was there, and I was corporal of the guard, so I was working security.
That sounds like fun just to start out.
They always made me that. I might have been a shitbag in that unit. I don't know. I just hated that unit. That's a whole story we already talked about, but yeah, dude, I'm working security and I got this Lance Corporal chick, whatever, on my team, and she kept every freaking day. She showed up late every day for like the first week. And I was like,
"That's a cardinal sin in the Marine Corps."
Huh?
That's a cardinal sin in the Marine Corps.
Oh yeah, you don't show up late. Like, you're 50 minutes early.
I'd rather you get shot than be late.
And she's like, "Well, give me all this shit," and I'm like, basically, like, got to the point where, like, I'm gonna start using my rank on you, and I don't do that. Like, I'm a cool corporal.
One of the bros,
dude. She showed up late that next time, and we're outside the tent, like not on the inside. No shit. We're outside the tent, and I just lit her up, dude. And I'm like telling her everything you should tell someone that's late when they're in the Marine Corps. And she's standing there, like, looking at me, giving me this shit. And a chief warrant officer, prior staff sergeant, he was cool. He walked up, and he goes, "What's going on here?" And so I explained it to him, and he looked at her, and he goes, I'm kind of confused why you're not staying at parade rest for your corporal." And everything inside of her, she was one of the ones that, since she was a chick, she got meritorious. She got that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, we all know one.
Yeah. So when he said that, her whole demeanor changed. She went to parade rest. I made her work many hours.
Funny.
Like, there's no labor law of having to work as much as you want, and I knew that. So I made her work a lot of shifts very quickly, not quickly, in a row, and she ended up calling her mom. Her mom called the congressman, and I got...
That is so dumb.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, those fuck games are the ones that you remember the most.
Yeah.
They may have sucked when you had to do them, but when you got to do it to somebody else...
so fun.
It was the best feeling in the world. Well, yeah. Like when you have someone go out there and like rake or broom water off the flight line because there's too much water for a jet to take off, so you see him out there brushing the water as it's pouring down rain.
Go out and get me 50 foot of flight line.
Yeah.
That was a good one. When I was with HMM 262 for the MEU,
God,
we got them on that.
Some creative shit. We had a staff sergeant, I won't say his name, but he had a guy. This kid was, I mean, I'm not saying he was a little slow, but the recruiter knew he probably had a little bit of the tism.
He's on a spectrum.
He was. But he would fuck up so much that the staff sergeant would have him go out to the flight line and have the pad eyes with a cup with a hole cut out in the bottom and a fork, and told him to fill the cup. So he would sit there in one spot for hours just trying to fill the cup when he's doing nothing, just sitting there. And he couldn't come in until it was done. And, of course, the staff sergeant had to go come in. But it was almost 8 hours of sitting in the sun.
Poor guy.
I was like, there's got to be a law against this.
Like, was he not mentally there to understand what he wasn't doing?
Oh, no, he was there.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
I was going to say, like, damn, maybe his recruiter might be... probably not a recruiter anymore, obviously, but that sounds a little off there, Gunny.
No, I meant as the, if you keep fucking up, but you keep doing it knowing that you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
One of those special people.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
You'll have those.
They had some fucked up ones. Like, you would come into the squadron if you're a boot, brand new.
Yeah.
Like, if you were on night crew, they'd chase you around and tackle you and duct tape you to a pylon of a jet and let you hang there for, like, 3 or 4 hours of the night.
Really?
Pitch black out there and just strapped, like, into the jet. Guys!
Help me!
But the funniest thing is watching the person run from a guy, like, 20 dudes chasing one guy down the flight line.
Oh, I bet.
Because they're trying to tackle him and get him strapped.
Oh, man. Can you imagine falling face first in a tarmac?
Oh.
Ouch.
Hey,
that shit hurts.
It's worth it not to get strapped to a jet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There was just so many fun games. Some that cannot be spoken on camera.
Yeah. Hazing's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Hazing's what builds character.
It is.
It makes you laugh about things now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I still have scars on my chest from my getting pinned.
Oh. How many people set it in for you, bud?
Huh?
How many people set it in?
Probably like 6.
Solid ones?
I'd say 50% of them were solid. Like,
how long did it last in this area?
I went to the legs.
Oh, that too?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the whole...
gauntlet.
Yeah,
this was after the ceremony, like when Sergeant Major wasn't there. Like,
yeah.
That type. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I couldn't walk for almost like a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, the fucked up part is they made me, like, the day after run PT for the first time as a NCO. And I'm like, I'm waddling like a duck. Bubba got a new buddy. I want to make sure it's still recording on camera.
Watch that. Files full again.
Dude. Oh, no, we're recording. Cool. Just about to shut off. That was 26 minutes. Oh, shit.
What's up, buddy? At least you'll know, like, the cut markers, because they'll be like, hat forward, dog finally in here.
That's
just
true.
Gonna pop up.
I need to do, like, so I've learned in movies they have the little arm that comes down.
Yeah.
That actually sets a timer, and when you're editing it, allows it, you know where that start mark is.
Okay, so, like, the older ones are just the old clipboard ones, but they have, like, digital ones now that you can clap it and it'll let that know.
Yeah.
Shut
Sets
the front
up.
door.
Yeah.
You lit liquor.
I don't got one, but... Yeah, lit liquor. Damn you. Well, we're going to order some Chinese and hang out for a little bit. So, guys, I appreciate you for listening or watching to Full Throttle Chronicles. Nate, thanks for coming.
You're welcome, buddy.
You got to come back.
I will. It's a yearly thing. It's 2025. So you got about a year
thing.
before I get back up here.
Nah. No. But, yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I am going to be doing another one with Mick, our tattoo guy.
Mick, you son of a bitch.
Both of our throats, he got us.
He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me when he got done with mine. He's like, yeah, Nick was my first one. You're my second one.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Thanks, buddy.
I didn't know until afterwards either, but I was like, you did it great. You did great, Mick.
When I saw yours, I'm like, I'm going to Mick.
Yep.
He knew what he was doing.
Freedom Tattoos.
Wow.
Mick. He's my guy. But yeah, I'm going to be doing another one with him, I think tomorrow. And then I'm doing another one. I don't know. You guys are going to be surprised. Right now, the podcast, it's not getting all the attention it needs. I got a lot of stuff going on. So this few, let's say season 1 is going to be a little weird. But at the same time, if you guys want to hear cool stories from, you're going to find out new next week. Until I get to the point where I can actually, like, do say upcoming. I got this person coming.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I haven't been scheduling it like that because I keep forgetting.
Could you put this in the deal with that?
What?
This podcast in the deal with what you were talking about?
Yeah.
They could sponsor it.
It's part of it. So the podcast
And you know
probably
what?
will
You're
be
smarter
grown
than you look.
Yeah.
The product of where we came from didn't produce very high educated people.
But
I mean, there was some, but I mean, the odds were in the lower needle part. You know, when you took those tests and it says you're below average.
Yeah.
That's where we came from.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Good old Hampton. No, when you leave a career where you're pretty good to do something, you gotta teach yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning. I got a lot to learn, but yeah, hopefully that'll help this too. So the set might get upgraded. The equipment will. I dig the mic setup I got for now. The camera setup and all that's probably gonna
You
get
might
upgraded.
just get like a fucking News Channel 15 studio.
Yeah, that's what I need. Anybody has an extra news channel just sitting around studio, just let me know, and I'd love to borrow it.
It's a big ass. But,
It's a big ass, but hey, if you got one laying around, let me know. But again, guys, we're gonna eat some Chinese food. I'm really excited. Yes. My stomach's ASMR. Oh my god, these mics are sweet.
Yes.
Oh, guys, I'm just gonna keep bullshitting. I'm gonna hop off here and hit the stop recording button. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. You guys say bye. Bye. Catch you guys next week. Bye.